Hello, my name is Dr. Maya Byfield. My business is The Phenomenal STEMist. I'm so excited to be here in Orange County because it's where I live. I live in Apopka, Florida. And I decided to make this business because I saw a need for underrepresented students to be successful in STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, math. And the best way I can do that is just provide products for parents to prepare them, whether it's a book or online STEM camps or just video podcasting. My goal is to transform this community, especially those who are underrepresented. And the way to do that is to help parents understand their children's minds and basically develop them at different stages of their lives to be prepared for a successful STEM career. Thank you so much. That's why I'm here.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I've decided to only show phenomenal financial freedom videos in my phenomenal financial freedom group. Yeah, I don't see my people though. I wonder if it's easier to see me on phenomenal or my personal page. Well, if anything, you watch the replay. Hey, everybody. Okay, I can see a couple of people. See a couple of people joining. See a couple of people joining. The only issue is that you can't see the person, the people's names. I'm assuming that's my mom, Facebook user. So you'll have to connect your Facebook to Restream in order for your name and your picture to be seen in a group. I'm realizing that's the only negative thing about. Um, well, yeah, that's the only negative thing. I I was wondering the positive and negatives about coming through the Facebook group. Of course, those of you who are watching from LinkedIn or from YouTube, you're always free to reply as well. Hello, everyone. We're talking about the top 7 ways to increase your income. I was looking online about the top 10%, top 5%, top 1%. And do you know that people making $130,000 are in the top 10% of the population? Do you know that people making $240,000 are in the top 5%, and 500,000 are in the top 1%? I think 600 maybe. But you would think that the 1% are billionaires. The 1% are not billionaires. 1% are thousandaires, 100,000aires, 100,000aires. Wow. So that tells me that though we spend a lot, we look like we have a lot of money, most people don't even make the 10%. And to be in the 10% is nothing. There's some of us that can be like without being married are in the 10%. You know, if only if 100,000, if $130,000 is 10% of the population, that's pretty bad. And now I'm talking about $130,000 um family income, like not single person making $130,000. Two people, two people in the house making $130,000 together, right? So $130,000 is just 65,000. So the top 10% in America is only making 65. Individuals are only making $65,000 a year. Wow. So listen, we is inflation coming? There's a recession coming. We gotta find ways to increase our income, America. What are the top 7 ways to increase the income? Number one is turn your hobby into a business. Turn your hobby into the business. I can. So I'm coming from UnitedWay.org. UnitedWay.org. This is where I'm learning on the top 7 ways. Yeah. So number one, turn your hobby into income, and I learned this firsthand. Firsthand. Um, one one um one hobby, you know, teaching or or sports or refereeing or I don't know. Turn a hobby into a business. Do what you love and sell it online. I have gotten income. I wrote a book. I created STEM camps, and that's a way to increase money. Turn something that you love, and it brings passive income. I'm still selling books now, and I don't do anything to sell books. I do speaking engagements sometimes. I love speaking. It's a hobby of mine. So I speak and I sell books. I speak, I get an honorarium, I sell books on top of that. Easy income, right? That can bring you a couple of $1,000s extra a month, right? Passively. Not necessarily passively because you have to you would have to spend a couple of few hours in it. But nonetheless, it's easy money. My mom says unless you're in medicine or in business, that's it. Well, that's not necessarily true. But yeah, medicine and nursing and I know some social workers that are doing side hustles, right? So the key thing is do what you love and turn it into a business on the side. Number one, number one. Number two, ask for a raise. Ask for a raise. Too many times, um, people are too afraid or timid to ask for more opportunities. Ask for a raise. Be confident, all right? Especially women. It seems that they're even the most afraid to ask for a raise. But do it, all right? Ask for what you're worth. Number three, teach what you know. Teach what you know. So, what skills have you learned? What do you know? How can you consult? Consulting is another way to create increased income. Be skilled in what you do so that like I've consulted before. I consult currently. It's a part of the Phenomenal STEMist brand, right? So universities call me to engage in um, diversity or STEM achievement amongst diverse students. You academies, online schools, it's call me to look at um their tests and their online program, right? I based on my skill set, I've been a scientist for the past 22 years, right? So I have a little bit of skill set here. So they say, okay, based on your skill set, how can I've been teaching for the past 15 years or a little higher than that, right? So how can my skill set help another institution? Teach what you know. You consult. That is a way to increase income. But you have to be skilled at something and you have to hone in your skills. That's the key. Hone in your skills and your unique skills, and you'll get some help with that. Number four, and I did this as well. This is coming from United Way. Top 7 ways to increase your income. I did this as well. Rent out your room. So I have a home, which with multiple bedrooms, and in the first, I think, 3 or 4 years of my home ownership, I rented a room. I don't do it anymore, but through renting a room space, I paid off my student loans. hmm I paid off my student loans by renting a room. Matter of fact, I paid off all my loans except my mortgage. When I rented a room for 4 years, I paid off my loans, my car loan and my student loan. Yo, renting a room is helpful if you want to. If you don't want to, if you like your space, like I like my space now, I don't think I want to rent a room now. But when it was appropriate in the past, I did, and it was very, very, very helpful for me. Six, number five, number five. Go back to school. I know a lot of people start going back to school in January. I have a feeling because the recession is coming and people are going to start losing their jobs, and you might need to get a new skill set, right? My mom was saying medicine and business. Uh, Healthcare is one of the most lucrative fields. It's high turnover, so you would highly likely get a entry level position if you increase your skills. But that's going to take some time. It takes about um, 4 years to get a bachelor's of science in nursing. Takes about 3 years from scratch to get a associate's in nursing with an uh, um, a registered nursing license. You need to take prereqs before you get into nursing school. That's going to take about a year, right? So it takes some time. Consider certifications in internet information technology. Consider boot camps. The key thing is what skill sets are needed: cybersecurity, healthcare, engineering, software engineering. There are lots of skill sets that are needed for the future. Artificial intelligence, machine learning. These are examples of that you may want to go back to school for. Um, go back to school. And when you go back to school and get a career that's more in demand, like artificial intelligence, machine learning, healthcare, you'll make your income will skyrocket. Number six, get a new job. Get a job. Like I know, so like I've been working in my job for the past 14 years, but there's some people that I know that increased their income thousands of dollars by just deciding to get a new job. Like they were making this much money here and increased their income almost probably 40% just by deciding to leave the current job that they're in and going for a new one. A lot of people, especially now, there's high levels of turnover. People are hiring like crazy for certain types of jobs. You have to have a certain skill set um, because others are leaving. So this is a time, if there was a time before when there's constant migration from one position to another and some positions need to be filled, you may get a higher pay. You get a higher pay. Yep. Lastly, number seven, and then I'm gonna take my seat. Number seven is get a second job. I'm not really into working more, working harder. I believe working smarter. So I'm more of the passive income type of person. I'm more of creating some kind of product that makes money on its own. I believe in investing. That passive income is my thing. But some of you don't have that skill set as yet, but you know how to get a part time job. You know how to get a you can with a part time job, and you'll work your way up into the top 1%. You're working full time and you get a part time flexible job which pays you good money for a short period of time. That money adds up. It's one of the major ways to increase your income. We're trying to get to the 1%, guys. We're trying to make, and the 1% is not that much. The 1% is only half a million. The 1% is only half a million. If you work hard, you could easily get into the 10% with your eyes closed. Yeah. All right. Just a reminder, 7, get a second job, just part time. 6, get a whole new job. 5, go back to school, get new skills to increase your worthiness for more money. Number 4, rent out a space in your house. That's a way to get income. Number 3, teach what you know for consulting purposes. Easy money. Number 2, ask your current job for a raise. Yep. And number 1, turn your hobby into a business. Business that makes passive income. I love that one. That's the number one for me. All right, guys. Speaking of business, passions in business, my book Phenomenal STEMist is available on Amazon now. It's available on Amazon now. Go get it. Go get it. And of course, please, please, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Maya Byfield, to see all the current, past, and future videos. Okay. And always, of course, like me on all platforms. Like me on all platforms. If you want your kids to get prepared in STEM, head over to www.phenomenalstemist.com. Thank you guys so much. You have a great, 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 great